September 27 is celebrated annually as World Tourism Day. On this day, we pause to highlight the importance of tourism and its social, cultural, political, and economic values to society. Thanks for stopping by for this, another Friday edition of Jamaica Magazine. I'm Audrey Williams, your guide for the next half hour. We have a lot lined up for you, so please stay with us.
I love waking up every day in this country. This is where I was born and raised. I have such a passion for my country, and for me this is home. In Jamaica, a lot of people, they look at just like beach, sea, sand, but our mountains are something to behold. It's majestic up there, and it's a different type of peace. It's a different type of lifestyle completely. I could mention many different places that are amazing, but the one thing I do love about Jamaica as well is that you can find that relaxation, you can find that chill in your backyard. Apart from it being an incredibly beautiful country, an incredibly beautiful island, we have a wonderful, wonderful culture, wonderful, vibrant, colorful people. There is definitely a realness to Jamaica. There's definitely something that no matter what keeps you in touch with reality here. Why come to Jamaica? It all comes back down to Jamaica as a whole. The food, the music, the culture, the people, the climate. Come out and meet us, come out and experience what Jamaica has to offer.
Good day, I'm Lorraine Mendez, and this is your JIS News for Friday, September 27. Jamaica will soon have access to €8 million to tackle gender-based violence against women and girls. The funds, which are to be made available in 2020, are to be drawn down from the Spotlight initiative. Spotlight is a global partnership involving the United Nations, the European Union, and beneficiary countries aimed at eliminating all forms of violence against women and girls.
We have been taking a strategic and collaborative approach to the issue of gender-based violence, and we are working assiduously with local and international partners to prevent and respond to acts of violence against women and girls.
Already, the island has initiated plans to construct 2 shelters to house abused women and their children and launched the No Excuse for Abuse public education campaign. Jamaica has also implemented the 2017 to 2027 National Strategic Action Plan to eliminate gender-based violence and advanced work to amend 4 key pieces of legislation to better protect girls and women from violence. Jamaica is now a signatory to the Escazú Agreement on access to information, public participation, and justice in environmental matters in Latin America and the Caribbean. This after Minister of Foreign Affairs and Foreign Trade, Kamina Johnson-Smith, along with the United Nations Under Secretary General for Legal Affairs and United Nations Legal Counsel, Miguel de Serpa Suarez, signed and ratified the agreement.
It is my pleasure to congratulate the representatives of those states who are signing and ratifying the agreement, which was adopted in Escazú, Costa Rica on the 4th of March last year. The agreement designates the Secretary General of the United Nations as its depositary, and my office discharges the depositary functions on his behalf.
Miguel de Serpa Suarez was speaking yesterday at the 74th session of the United Nations General Assembly. The Escazú Agreement now has 19 signatory countries and 6 nations ratifying it. Bolivia, St. Kitts and Nevis, Uruguay and St. Vincent and the Grenadines also signed and ratified the agreement. The Ministry of Justice has signed a contract to begin expansion works at the Office of the Director of Public Prosecutions. The expansion will complete the transformation of Public Building West as part of the move to reform the island's justice infrastructure. YP Seaton and Associates will undertake the project, which is to begin shortly and is to be completed within 8 months. Minister of Justice Delroy Chuck says the expansion works will not impact service delivery at the office, as some staff members will be accommodated on the ground floor.
I'm working to ensure that all of the facilities, all the courts across Jamaica, all the justice facilities must be brought up to first class. Initially 1 star, but ultimately I want 5 star. And as the DPP has indicated, The people of this country must get justice delivered in the best facilities.
Minister Chuck was speaking yesterday at the official contract signing and the ministry's second quarterly press briefing. The Health Ministry has signed framework agreements with 10 radiology providers at a cost of $200 million. The agreements, finalized on Wednesday, are to facilitate diagnostic services for an estimated 60,000 patients within the public healthcare system at no cost. The services to be provided under the agreements include computerized tomography CT scans, magnetic resonance imaging MRI, ultrasound, endoscopy, and histopathology. A second component of the agreements involves the procurement of a range of diagnostic equipment to retool the public health system.
We've started the procurement process, and we will spend in the first instance approximately 2 billion Jamaican dollars to begin to retool our hospital system as part of the longer-term strategy.
The initiative falls under the ministry's Enhancing Healthcare Services Delivery project. The project forms part of the government's strategy to reduce waiting time and overcrowding in hospitals, as well as to increase access to quality healthcare. And finally, persons affected by water restrictions should see an improved service in the trucking of the supply. Minister with Oversight for Water, Pernell Charles Jr., says a revamped and reliable schedule has been established, particularly for those customers of the corporate area.
A trucking schedule that can be more certain and bring confidence. We know we have some challenges with that, but we are doing everything possible.
A number of National Water Commission customers in the Kingston metropolitan area have been severely impacted by a disruption in water supply due to roadworks across the capital. Minister Charles Jr. was speaking on the weekly current affairs program OPM Connect on the management and provision of water. And that's it for JI's News Today. I'm Lorraine Mendez. Thanks for watching.
Are you a small to medium-sized tourism enterprise? Borrow up to $25 million at an interest rate of 5%. You can use the funding to develop and maintain your infrastructure, upgrade or increase your capacity, enhance and expand your attraction, tour or event, and purchase raw material. Call the Exim Bank and ask about the Tourism SMTE loan. Their numbers are 876-630-1400 or 876-618-5889. Tap into the over $3 billion earned yearly through tourism with a SMTE loan.
As we celebrate World Tourism Day, we also look at the wider commemoration of Tourism Week under the theme Tourism and Jobs, a Better Future for All. Watch as the Ministry of Tourism prepares our Jamaica labor force for even greater employment opportunities in the tourism sector.
So, good afternoon. Would you like anything? Would you like any drink, any sweets, any music?
Some music, please.
What kind of music do you like, man?
Like
Cultural music.
Okay. One love, one heart, let's get together.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Welcome to Jamaica.
Thank you.
Is this your first time here?
Yes, it's our first time here.
Oh my God, and you chose our hotel. I'm so happy for you guys. Okay, we're gonna give you the best service of your life.
I'd like that.
Okay, and at the end, you can just place your comments and tell us how you feel about our hotel, okay?
Sure.
So, you're the Apache family, a family for two, and your payment method is by credit card, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay. You're staying 2 nights?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay. All right, you're in room 36.
Good afternoon, class.
Good afternoon, Mrs.
Today we are going to be continuing our lesson on communication, and we'll be looking specifically at barriers to communication.
Well, welcome back to another session of our guest cycle, and today we are going to be focusing all our attention on the guests in the hospitality industry.
2 programs being offered concurrently. The future tourism workers are being trained in customer service and hospitality tourism and management. At the end of 2 years, the trainees will receive certification in not 1 but 4 areas: an associate degree in customer service, AHLEI certification, National Vocational Qualification of Jamaica NVQJ Level 4 certification, and Customer Service Industry Association recognition. And probably the best yet, at the end of the program, the participants will intern at a tourism location to gain valuable on-the-job training, which could lead to permanent employment.
Any other needs that the customer that we have to bear in mind? A timely service. A 2 minutes wait to a customer seems like 30 minutes.
A joint initiative between the Ministries of Education and Tourism, the program is being facilitated under a Memorandum of Understanding. The Tourism Ministry has pumped $100 million into the educational system. It is a 2-year program offered free of cost to trainees. Applicants must possess 5 CSEC subjects or Level 2 certification in hospitality or tourism management. But what is the HTMP? It is offered by the American Hotel and Lodging Educational Institute, AHLEI, and is the official industry-recognized curriculum to prepare students for work in the hotel and accommodation sector. 650 high school leavers are being trained to take up jobs in the hotel and accommodation sector. The trainees are primarily drawn from the resort areas of Westmoreland, Trelawney, St. James, and St. Anne. St. James, being the tourism capital, has dived full on into the program. The parish's Anchovy High has more than 20 youngsters enrolled, already learning employable tourism skills.
At Anchovy High, we are unique in the sense that we're the only school in St. James that is now piloting the program. We would have received an invitation to be a pilot school through the Ministry of Education prior to the beginning of the 2018-2019 school year. And we gladly accepted the invitation to have the teachers who would deliver the program trained. And so we would have had a number of teachers from the Consumer Science Department. And so we would utilize the principal's cottage and transform that area to accommodate the program.
30 Jamaican teachers were trained by the American Hotel and Lodging Educational Institute's Certified Hospitality Instructor Program to deliver the course to local youth. 3 teachers of Anchovy High were trained and certified by the American Institute. 2 of those teachers are Olga Clark James and Fayoni Sawyers McFarlane.
The students are very, very enthusiastic about the program. I think they have been learning a lot, and many students want to start the program next year. They are able to see that there's a space for them in this industry, and that this HTMP degree that they will get, along with the other qualifications, can take them places. So we look at the barriers to communication, we look at effective communication, and that is in communication in the workplace. We have, for the guest cycle, we look at all the different parts of the guest cycle. We have executive housekeeping functions. We look at the role of the executive housekeeper. We also look at inventory control, the guest room, that type of thing for the housekeeping part of it. For the acquiring hospitality and tourism industry knowledge, we look a lot on hospitality and tourism, probably from 1800s onward. We look at it in Jamaica as well as in the United States. And I think for this has been an eye-opener for myself as well as for the students, because we realize that hospitality and tourism has come a very, very long way, and it has a lot of, it is really, really growing.
Mrs. Sawyers McFarlane is equally ecstatic that the program is targeting the nation's youth.
This program is a wonderful program that they could ever introduce in our school system, because it allows the students to get first-hand knowledge of hospitality training. They are able to learn how to approach the guests, how to deal with guests, how to resolve guest issue as it relates to hospitality industry as on a whole, and it will do very well for them.
I would like to become an executive chef. This program teaches me how to work towards it and persistence in doing it. I have learned a lot of things. For one, I've learned about how to communicate with persons better. I have learned how to how to manage my time as well, how to work under pressure, and just how to persuade myself as a better person as well. I can say it is a very great program, and I would encourage anyone to come to this program.
This program is a great opportunity for anyone who wants to become a hospitality personnel working in the hospitality industry, and it is a great program overall. I've learned to improve my communication skills, my interpersonal skills. I've learned a lot in the courses such as customer service, front desk operation, and housekeeping operations as well. In the future, I would love to become a food and beverage manager, and this course is also done in the HTMP program.
The Ministries of Tourism and Education, combining lesson plans to secure Jamaica's #1 foreign exchange earning product.
Thank you for coming, and we look forward to seeing you, and do come again.
Keep we island clean, so clean. From the peaks to the beach, so clean. No dirty up Jamaica, please don't do it. Keep we island clean, so clean. From the peaks to the beach, so clean. No dirty up Jamaica, please don't do it.
No dash no paper, no dash no plastic. Dispose your garbage responsibly. No know how to recycle, learn it quick. And if you drop it, better pick up every piece of it. Plastics last forever, don't forget the bits. Cause when them touch the street, them end up in the sea. Collect pan the reef where they fish them feed. And when you want seafood, I eat your
Keep
eat.
the island clean, so clean. From the peaks to the beach, so clean. No dirty up Jamaica, please don't do it. No dirty up Jamaica, no dirty up Jamaica, no dirty up Jamaica, no dirty up Jamaica.
Earlier this year, Jamaica was voted as one of the top 25 best destinations in the world by renowned travel site TripAdvisor. Jamaica was ranked among destinations such as London, Rome, and Paris. Our island home is packed with so many recreational and historical sites that we often take them for granted. Take a look at 3 spectacular hidden gems in the parish of St. James.
You've joined me at the right time. I'm actually now on my way to explore some of the most historical and culturally rich sites in the parish of St. James. And no, I'm not talking about the popular Rosal Great House, Sam Sharp Square, or Doctor's Cave Beach. We are going to be exploring some of the hidden treasures. So tucked away in the corner of Creek Street and Dome Street in downtown Montego Bay is the Creek Dome Monument. Let's check it out. The Creek Dome was built in 1837 above a stream that gave the households of Montego Bay their best source of drinking water at the time. I hear that this actually used to be the home of the keeper of the dome, and that was someone who lived on the upper floor and took payment from those who came for water.
Remember, every time you take a drink of water, before everybody add this, we Montegonians add this.
I told you this tour would be dropping some history, right? After leaving the busy streets of downtown Montego Bay, we headed to the cool hills of Fairfield, where the 300-year-old Belfield Great House and Gardens is found.
Welcome to Belfield, one of the oldest sugar plantations in Jamaica. Okay, so this is an old great house in Jamaica, the one of the oldest great house. That was owned by 11th generation, still operate under the same family. It was built in 1735. These are pictures of the car Jarretts. We're gonna enter one of the busiest rooms on the entire house, the dining area. Meals are always elaborate. As you can see the settings, it was elaborate. In the center of this table, you would have an old hog just for decoration. After eating all these, they would get sick sometimes and they blame it on the slave. Poor slave, it was from this fork. It was made from pewter and lead, so it's poisonous. Now we are entering to the master bedroom. As you notice, this dress is over 200 years old, and if you take it up, it can tear apart. As I exit the room, as you notice, the lush green grass that a lot of slaves were working on the sugar plantation, bending their backs and cutting canes. The sugar master would be using this to signal them. Today, this part of the property is used for weddings and private functions. It's also over 600 people. Oh, before I forgot, Sandria, I'm gonna tell you about our old Chattanooga. That is a miniature version of an old sugar mill. It is operated by our donkey, Wilhelmina.
Here you go, Sandra.
Thank you so much, Godfrey.
You're welcome. Taste it and enjoy.
Wow. And there you have it. If you're looking for a truly sweet and authentic Jamaican experience, you know where to stop. Thanks, Willie. So listen, after such a filling experience at Belfield's Great House, we had to make one more stop in the hills of Anchovy. Trust me, the road may be rocky, but it will be worth it.
Welcome to Rockland, and you're going to feed some hummingbirds. You hold the bottle.
How do you hold the bottle?
It's like this, and then you put your finger sideways.
Sideways, okay.
And then the hummingbirds come and sit on your finger.
That was quick.
Your finger too go a little bit wider, 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 up.
And just when you think you have seen it all, visitors are able to savor this breathtaking view of Montego Bay from this cozy outdoor patio area, or enjoy a walk through the garden with our guide to learn about some of Jamaica's plants, trees, and herbs. Awesome. Thank you so much, Fitz, for taking me on this peaceful tour of the gardens and for allowing me to become one with nature. I told you wouldn't regret this tour. If you are a nature lover like I am, then the Rocklands Bird Sanctuary is a must-see. But a case can also be made for the Creek Dome Monument and the Belfield Great House. In fact, we barely scratched the surface. St. James has so much more to offer. So what are you waiting for? Get out there and explore all this wonderful parish has to offer.
So many wish they could visit our shores. We live where they vacation. Brand Jamaica beckons all from the four corners of the earth.
Well, as a Jamaican, I have great pride in selling it. You know, your pride that you sell Jamaica with is something that it rolls off. Jamaica has so much to offer, and every time I have the privilege of bringing an executive down to Jamaica, an executive from an airline or a tour operator or a travel agency, and you take them across the country, you know, the pride that they said, wow, I can't imagine, especially when it's their first time. Wow, I love this.
Build it. Cherish it. Our wealth is Brand Jamaica.
Did you know that tourism generates 10% of jobs worldwide and is included in Sustainable Development Goal 8 for its potential to create decent work? Yes, the benefits of a booming tourism sector are often undervalued. Not only does tourism have a plethora of economic benefits for countries, it also generates countless jobs for persons working in transport and hospitality industries. Furthermore, tourism has the potential to improve relationships between nations and businesses. It is also known that tourism is the catalyst for greater cultural exchange and cultural appreciation. And how can I not mention tourism provides opportunities for entertainment and recreation, which eventually leads to improved happiness and well-being. So on this Tourism Day, let's take a moment to appreciate how our tourism sector is helping to make Jamaica a better place for persons to visit, live, work, raise families, do business, and of course, retire in paradise.
And I was raised resilient people, a tropical island. Oh yeah, and I learned to smile. Here I learned what love is. Authentic Jamaica, the happiest island. Oh yes. So let's remind ourselves and tell the world hello, hello. I'm a Jamaican. We are Jamaicans. Hello, hello. I'm a Jamaican. The energy is high. Our people proud and strong. When we stand together, we're rising for better. Oh yeah. We're many but one. Together we will strive. When unity is our strength, we rise from our struggles. Oh yeah. So let's remind ourselves and tell the world hello, hello. I'm a Jamaican. We are Jamaicans. Hello, hello. I'm a Jamaican. Jamaicans, I really love you. We'll smile the way right through. We're third millennium. I really like you, forever love you. We are wonderfully great, with happiness at home. Now, tomorrow, forever. I really like you, forever love you. Jamaica, 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 Jamaica. So let's remind ourselves and tell the world hello, hello. I'm a Jamaican.
And this is the final stop in today's magazine. Thanks for journeying with us. To watch today's program again, simply visit our website, jis.gov.jm. Don't forget that you're able to follow us on Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram. I'm Audrey. Have a superb weekend.
This has been a production of the Jamaica Information Service, the voice of Jamaica.